My name is Ram Pegoda. Today we are discussing about fundamental unit of life for class 9 part 1. In your previous classes you have know that what is fundamental unit of life. Fundamental means basic. What is basic unit of life? Cell. So what is cell? The cell is basic structural and functional unit of life. See, structural means it gives us shape and color. Functional means functions like our eyes will able to see vision like cones and rods. In our stomach cell it is helpful for digesting. Our skin cell is helpful for sensing. Now we will talk about the man who discovered cell. Now first we will talk about Robert Hooke. In 1665, he discovered a dead cell. You think how he discovered? First, when he was looking around, he cut a thin slice of bark from a bark of a tree. And there are no such a compound microscope or electron microscope, but that time he designed a self-designed microscope and observed in that he observed small little compartments in that, like this. So and he called it as cell. In Latin word, cell means little room. So I discovered only big cell. Now, a man discovered a living cell in a pond water named Leeuwenhoek. In 1674, he discovered living cell and in pond water, and another person, Robert Brown, in 1831 he discovered nucleus which present inside the cell. It is present center in animal cell and corner or middle in corner or sideways in plant cell. And next person, Perkins. In 1839, he discovered protoplasm. Means the inside a cell. And Sladen and Swan. Sladen in 1838 and Swan in 1839 made cell theory. And Virchow in 1855 he expanded cell theory that cell exists from pre-existing cell. So these are the people who discovered about cell. Now we will discuss about types of cell, different types of cell. Now we will talk about number of cells. Means types of cells. First we will talk about types of cells. See, there are nerve cell, blood cell, WBC, and others. See, there are types of cells. And example, cheek cells. There are so much types of cells. And you compare cell means nerve cell is long because it has to carry message fastly. From any part of the body, so it is long. So that time it has different size from one to other. And the largest cell is ostrich cell. The world's shortest cell is bacteria. Yeah, now we will discuss about cell memory. Yeah, what is cell membrane? It is the outermost layer of the cell. Means it is outermost in animal cell and second outermost in plant cell, and also it is porous. So that's why it allows some materials in and some materials out. So this is the function. So it is also, cell membrane is also called as other names like semi-permeable membrane, or plasma membrane, or also selectively permeable membrane. These are all the other names of cell membrane. So this is about the cell membrane. Now we will know about osmosis and diffusion. In this, first we will talk about diffusion. Diffusion can take place in solid, liquid, or gas. Diffusion means the molecule, the movement of molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration is called diffusion. Means, say example, when we respire In cell, the amount of carbon dioxide is more inside the cell. Than the outside. Inside, I am talking about when we respire. But oxygen is less, more outside the cell and less inside the cell. So in that time, diffusion takes place. It is like in gas. See, now carbon dioxide comes out and oxygen moves in. And it will take the process. So diffusion is helpful in our life process. And also another example. When we take like example groundnut, add some water and put groundnuts in it. Observe their size. After leaving it for 1 to 2 hours, the size will swell. It will become more. So diffusion takes place here. So diffusion is the process of movement of molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration. Now we will talk about osmosis. Yeah, what is osmosis? It will come same liquid. Osmosis is the process of movement of water molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration through semi-permeable membrane. Means it is also called as cell membrane. So it is called as osmosis. Means if you take a beaker, take a potato and peel off the inner layer and put it inside the water. Now place water here. We have to place here sugar water. Saturated, we have to put saturated sugar water. Saturated means the space between the water molecules is full. Now here we have to add water. And we have to put insert here we need to see the water level. Expose it for 2-3 hours. After you will observe that the water inside the potato rises. The water outside the potato decreases. It shows that the concentration of water is high outside and low inside. So osmosis is the process of, see, this is semi-permeable membrane, means cell membrane. Through cell membrane, from higher concentration to lower concentration, the water molecules move. So it is called as osmosis. In osmosis, there are so much type of solutions. We conclude solutions from a cell. First, take a beaker. Here, take an egg. And okay, you take a cell. When and see example, when the concentration of water is higher in the cell and lower outside. So the water molecules come out from the cell and cell will shrink. So this process is called hypertonic solution. Means where hypertonic solution means concentration is high in cell but low in water. So it is called as hypertonic solution. But there is both inward and outward movement of water, but the more water comes outside than inside, going inside. So this cell will shrink. Now another. If the concentration of cell is low and outside it is high, what will happen? The water will move inside the cell and cell will swells. So this type of solution is called as hypotonic solution, where the cell has lower concentration and the outside the cell has lower concentration and outside the cell it is higher. When it is higher, this cell will shrink. So it is called as hypertonic solution. And another last. See, when the concentration of water is same inside there and same outside there, so there is no change in the shape of cell. So this type of solution is known as isotonic solution. Means the concentration is same inside and outside the cell. So it is called as isotonic solution. There is no change in shape of the cell. So these are the three types of solution in osmosis. Now we will talk about cell wall. See, before cell wall, we will talk about number of cells. If the organism, see, what is unicellular? See, cellular means cell. Uni means one. One cell is called as unicellular. Means the organism made up of one cell, it is called as unicellular. Example: Euglena, Paramecium, Chlamydomonas, etc. Okay, now we learned about unicellular. And you will think that what is organism called which is made up of more than one cell? It is called as multicellular. Cellular means cell, multi means more. More cell means the organism made up of more than one cell. So it is called multicellular. Means example: fungi, animal cells, plant cells, etc. Now we will talk about cell wall. It is present only in plant cell, but absent in animal cell, because it is non-porous, means it does not have any hole, and rigid. It is made up of cellulose. See, cell membrane is made up of lipids and proteins. Lipids means fats, but cell wall is made up of cellulose. Functions are give definite shape and protect from extreme hard conditions. So humans can move from extreme conditions, but plants cannot move, so they have cell wall. It is made up of cellulose, so it is about cellulose. Now we will talk about cytoplasm. See, cytoplasm is main component, means there are three major components of cell. Cytoplasm, nucleus, and cell membrane. So these are major component of the cell. So what do you know about cytoplasm? It is a jelly matrix. Means it is made up of jelly substances. Cytoplasm, we will find it is in all of the cells. Means like in unicellular, multicellular. We will learn it in another chapters. It is made up of 90% of water and 10% of others. It helps in movement of substance, etc. See, cytoplasm is essential in all of the cells, and also transportation, means this is the movement, Means like when nuclear, see when transferring of food and all. See, cytoplasm jelly matrix means you will compute that jelly matrix means jelly-like substance inside the cell. If you need definition, the substance between nuclear membrane and cell membrane, it is called as cytoplasm. Also, it is helpful in food digestion. See, now we will talk about nucleus. See, it is nucleus of eukaryotes and it is nucleus of prokaryotes. See, prokaryotes means that do not have well-defined nucleus. Eukaryotes means they have well-defined nucleus. They do not have defined nucleus. It has well-defined nucleus. And here there are membrane-bounded cells. But here there are no membrane-bounded cells. See, eukaryotes express they are more in multicellular and prokaryotes they are more in unicellular. Now, and see, this is the nucleus, the structure of bacteria, and this is structure of only nucleus. See, bacteria is very small. See, nucleus and bacteria are same. See, it is all same, but it is only nucleus. See, it has egg, flagellum, and layers are called as cilia, and their cell wall is this one, and cytoplasm is this, and it contains only DNA and RNA. Or RNA. DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid, or RNA means ribonucleic acid. See, this is the nucleus of multicellular. Nuclear membrane, nuclear pores, chromatin material. See, now I will tell about nucleus. See, first we will talk about nuclear pores. Nuclear pores are essential in transportation of materials and chromatin material. What is chromatin material? It contains genes, and at the time of cell division, it will come into shapes called chromosomes, and it is nuclear membrane. Means it protects nucleus organelles, and when we talk about nucleoplasm, the organelles are bounded in it. So, nucleus is the main power of the cell. Also, it helps in cell division. See, nucleus is essential and it is a main part of the cell. So, this is about part 1. After that, we will discuss about part 2. Thank you.